Hello and welcome to Heroes of the Storm. My name's Lumin and right now, I'm doing something a little different. This is a first for me. I'm shoutcasting over the VOD that Blizzard Entertainment presented to us over on heroesofthestorm.com, and I'm doing this with next to no knowledge about the game at all. I do know a little bit about the map and I'll get into that in a mere moment. First, however, I think we're going to have a look at the heroes and try and just guess what they are. So we've got Tyrael. That much is obvious. And this whole team seems to have brown horses. Huh. Okay. That's Jim Raynor over there. And between the two of them, that's the demon hunter. Her name is Vala. And on the left, I want to say that's Zeratul, but he's got some other costume on. And that I know for a fact is Tassadar. He's got some other Transformers mech skin on. Then, we've got another Tassadar on this team. Falstad, the Griffin Rider. Abathur, Elite Tauren Chieftain, also got some strange skin on, and Stitches. That's it! Haha! Nailed it! And now, the cameraman is showing us the two shrines at the top and bottom of the map, and if you control those two, you can take control, or at least be possessed, by this big Dragon Knight in the middle here. And I would say that that's your goal for this map, but it doesn't necessarily work like that, because you can win without taking control of the Dragon Knight. You definitely can. I mean, you can do it with just your heroes, just your team and your teamwork, but the Dragon Knight would make it a whole lot easier. So, let's see if anything's actually going to happen here that's interesting. Wow. They're so aggressive right from the start. And it looks like Elite Tauren Chieftain's a bit of a tank with that guitar wrench that he's got there. So him and Tassadar against Tassadar and Zeratul up there. And this looks like Falstad versus Jim Raynor. Now where's Vala? Where's the Demon Hunter? Stitches is up in this business against Tyrael and Vala. Okay, I see it now. And I'm also recognizing one or two of these nicknames. The timer up at the top of the screen there is when the shrines become active. And once they do, you're going to see players probably bolting off to the top and bottom of the map to try and take control of those two mini shrines. It just makes sense doing that. Shrines online. I love all the UI changes. And look at that. Immediately the red team has one of the shrines. Oh my goodness. It is not looking good. And Ku goes down. I'm sorry, Mike. How do you get killed if you're the Demon Hunter? You're supposed to be quick on your feet. You're supposed to be quick on your feet. Are they going to get this other one? This one's already controlled by red, but it seems like Jim Raynor is not going to let that go without a fight. And now, red controls both. You can see the laser beam shooting in from the top and the bottom. And Abathur seems to want to let that Dragon Knight possess him. It makes sense letting Abathur take it because he's the weakest of the lot, physically at least. And there comes the Dragon Knight. Man, that is kind of scary. Oh my goodness, and look at the damage he's doing. He's taking chunks out of that force field. What the heck, Dragon Knight? Chill. And there it goes. And I was actually going to say earlier how impressive that force field seems. What? Did he just drop kick Jim Raynor? It kind of looked like it. Oh, he's going to do the same. There goes Mecha Tassadar. That is so cool. Yes! More of that, please. More of that. So you can quite clearly see the Dragon Knight is buff. This guy, wow. No nonsense. Oh, but now little Abathur is stuck up in there on the front lines. Look how much damage he takes. And Paul is out for blood. Paul being Zeratul up there. He's got some other samurai armor on, it seems. Huh. I like that. So now with that little push that they did with the Dragon Knight, they managed to take down the force field and two of the towers, which I'd say is impressive. You can see that the teams at the top of the screen are the same level at the moment. It's 1 kill versus 2. And for those that don't know, this is a game that works a little differently from things like League of Legends or Dota 2. There's a team level. Everyone's the same level on the team. I like it. I'm a huge fan of it. Ooh. And this right here, you can even see there's a little tooltip there that says defeat this camp to gain mercenaries. So if they take these guys down, then they get them to fight for them. You can see that poor ogre's begging for his life. He's like, no, 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 blue team. We'll help you out, we promise. It even says there when the camp respawns. That's amazing. Blizzard did good with the UI. And look at me just ignoring the fight. I'd say the blue team has this, but I don't think they do, because Elite Tauren Chieftain has Abathur in him. I think that's what that icon means above his head. And he's going to bring the pain from behind here. Oh, 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 oh. He's not going to get taken out. There's a lot more blue than red here, but I still think he's going to make it away. Wow. It's kind of impressive that the blue team managed to sneak those two, what are they, siege ogres in there to do damage. That's impressive. Jim Raynor a little bit out of position. So the shrines are going to respawn, or at least reactivate in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. So around this time you'd probably see them, as I said before, gravitating towards the 2 shrines, top and bottom. Someone from red team is up at the top already. I can see it on the mini-map. And the kills have been equalized. So there you go, red team already has one of the shrines. Blue team's moving in for the bottom shrine now. Let's see who it is. Is that Tassadar? Mecha Tassadar's got it. And bam! 1 for 1. I love how the UI shows that off. And I was about to say it's not a good place for Zeratul to be, but it seems like he made it out okay. And Abathur is such an annoying hero to play against. I've never played against him myself, but I can tell you right now, just by watching this, that it must suck. He buffs up the hero that he possesses quite a lot. He can cast spells from that hero's person. Now red team controls both shrines. How did they flip that around so quickly? So quickly and without warning. I didn't see that coming.
Red team has captured a mercenary camp.
And at the same time, they take the mercenary camp. Which one was it? I think it was up at the top somewhere. Now they just got to get someone to stand on that shrine for like half a second, and they'll have control. But now, blue is in a predicament because they can't go and get the top or bottom shrines. They need to protect the middle shrine. They're doing a good job at that though. A really good job. It seems, however, like Vala, the Demon Hunter, is not going to get that top shrine back. And there goes a blue hero. Looks like Jim Raynor might die as well. Oh, oh, no, no. Tassadar's going to get it. Oh, he got it. That was so close. I think a little bit of damage would probably have interrupted him. So close. Jim Raynor down. Dragonite on the prowl. This is so exciting. They're moving in again. It has been a little bit one-sided thus far, but blue are putting up an incredibly good fight. So Abathur's here, possessing ETC. The Dragonite's doing some pretty sick DPS. Oh no, Abathur's not. He's made a copy of ETC. Ah, the plot thickens. Quite literally. So there are 2 ETCs running around. A shadowy one, and then the normal, you know, happy, crazy looking one. Look at that, top lane going down. There are actually 3 lanes, in case you didn't realize, because I didn't realize at first. The map is just set up in a weird way, so it's kind of different, once again, than the maps that we used to. And look at that air support, that must be Jim Raynor. That's gotta be Jim Raynor that pulled the 2 Banshees in there. Dragonite down, let's see if Matt can make it out. He actually went into Archon mode there. I think that's what that is. Oh, but he looks like he's going down. Whew. Mech Tassadar nearly went down as well. Managed to survive though. I love how the little creeps look. And it's sad. They don't really have a time to shine. They are literally just fodder in this game. And there goes Falstad. Look at the physics. Shame he got knocked off his griffin. Oh, how unceremonious. And the whole team just, what, teleported back to base to heal? Everyone out. Huh. Good on them. So far things are looking pretty equal. I mean, the red guys do have a bit of an advantage in that they've taken out some of the blue base already. But level-wise, they're both on level 12. They both got 5 kills. And that's, well, that's pretty close. You can, however, see bottom right on the mini-map that the blue bar is far lower than the red bar already. which obviously means something significant. I'm not entirely sure what, but it's gotta be
Blue team
significant.
has captured a mercenary camp.
Another mercenary camp?
Red team has captured a mercenary camp.
And it looks like Stitches is just chilling in the top lane,
Hero slain.
continuously pushing those creeps, which is obviously helping his team out. And when the shrines activate, when they've done recharging, then it just means that he can immediately jump up in
Red
there.
team has destroyed a fort.
And wow, there comes the airstrike again. I'm calling it an airstrike. I'm not sure what it is actually called. Maybe it's like air support, or just like backup. And etc. What did he just do? He looked like a superhero there. Just leapt out of battle. You know who I haven't seen representing that much thus far is Tyrael, sadly. And he's like one of my favorite characters.
Hero slain.
Although from this game specifically, my favorite is definitely the Demon Hunter.
Hero slain.
Can't wait to play that girl. Whoa, look how far they can zoom out. This is amazing. So they actually set the spectator client up really nicely already. That's cool. Huh. And you know, there's so much action going on that these guys aren't even getting a chance to kill all the creep camps they want to kill. Because I'd want to kill the creep camps. And look at that.
Double kill.
Did Falstad just jump in there and claim both those dudes? He got taken out,
Slain.
of course. But still, he got a double kill. That's pretty impressive. And in a game that's
Red team
almost entirely skill-based, it just makes it even more so impressive. And that was a nice hook over there. Jim Raynor seems like he might survive, though. He's making a run for it. ETC's in a bit of trouble. Let's see if Tyrael can chase him down. Tyrael and old Paul. Oh, running into Stitches. I suppose you'd want to stay out of Stitches' melee range there. And also kind of bob and weave. Look at that. Those guys are going unhindered at the bottom. And here comes the Dragonite. I didn't even see that coming. They claimed that without me even knowing. So imagine how bad the blue team feels about that. I mean, I've got much better line of sight than them at the moment. My goodness. Must have been a bit of a shocker for them. Claiming both those shrines so quickly. Dragonite losing a bit of health there. I guess he didn't want to tank both the towers. But it makes sense to let him take some damage because he has a lot more hit points. Look at that. Falstad just leaping in once again. Wreaking havoc. Force field's about to go down. And it looks like there's some sort of time stop that just happened over there. I'm guessing that was Zeratul doing.
Hero slain.
Oh my goodness. Hero slain, hero slain, hero slain. Everyone's just dying. 2 more towers going down here. Man, this Dragon Knight. It's madness. And everyone on the red team is so low at the moment. I hope Abathur is doing his damnedest to try and keep them alive.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And there goes a fort. Now blue's down to only 2 forts. That kinda sucks.
Hero slain.
Wow.
Double kill.
This is a little bit chaotic. Mayhem. Man. I'd say. And you know, they did it in such a sneaky fashion. The bottom lane was just stealthily pushed by those mercenaries. Top lane stealthily pushed by Pudge, by Stitches. And then every time the Dragon Knight came in, more was destroyed. Huh. Decent hook there from Stitches. What's going on at the bottom? Let's have a look. Jim Raynor just doing some hunting. Some solo hunting.
Blue team's palace is under attack.
Really? Already? The palace is the building that you kind of want to keep alive. Oh, Jim Raynor, you're not going to make this, are you? That's 3-on-1. He's doing a reasonably good job, but he's getting pulled and pushed and bounced around so much.
Slain.
There's just no way. Huh. Wow. This base is looking kind of defenseless as well. There are some force fields up at the top, but that is it. That's it. Cool. My friend, you better run. Better get back in there.
Red team has captured a mercenary camp.
And you see, when map control is so heavily in Red's favor, they can just take their time, capture the mercenaries, push in all slow and controlled like. What are those little things?
Blue team has captured a mercenary camp.
Are those like banelings being spawned by Abathur?
Red team has captured a
I guess there
mercenary
could be.
camp.
Another mercenary camp. There are way too many of those moving in right now for Blue to handle. I can tell you that right now without even knowing how strong these mercenaries
Red
are.
team has captured
Oh,
a
here we go.
mercenary camp.
Blue is up in their grills. Let's see if they can take them down. They die in reasonably quickly, but it seems like they do a lot of damage to the buildings when they get close enough. Now it's 4v2 at the moment. 5. All 5 of them are here. Only 2 or 3 red heroes now. There's way too much going on. So the red guys are going to have to pull back. There's no way they're going to make this. So that was some decent defense. But at the same time, look at that. Felstad's being sneaky. He's trying to take the shrines for himself. Blue has, I'd say, firm control of the bottom shrine at the moment. But they can't just leave it. No, Blue. No. Oh, Stitches, you look so funny on that horse. Something tells me he needs a bigger mount. Like a much bigger mount. Now the entire red team is here. I'd say a good play would be for Blue to move up to the top to take the other shrine again. Because there's no one up there. Maybe a fast moving hero. Like the Demon Hunter. There are those laser beams. And look at Felstad. Look at that leap. But no, Jim Raynor is here. Look at the damage. Jim is going to win this. Oh no, he's not going to win this anymore. ETC busts up in there with some sick moves. I'm not quite sure what those moves were, as I have no idea what the skills are. But he busts up in there. And I want to see if Zach had taken that, if Felstad had claimed the shrine, if it would have filled his health up as well. That would have been kind of cool. Because he's low. So it makes sense, or at least the most sense, for him to jump up in there. And now things are starting to spiral out of control a little bit. And I can tell you, or at least that probably started happening a while ago, but I can tell you now that this is the final push. Sneaky Abatha. Nice spot you got there. Oh, but not for long. He's gonna have to run. Abatha can't 1v1 any of the heroes. He's just too weak on his own. He's 100% support. Being a command type hero, and now the palace is being attacked. That is a pretty cool looking palace. I mean, it shoots lightning beams. What more could you want from a palace? And it's focus fire in the Dragonite, but it's not able to take it down. So Blue is putting up a good fight here, but it's just not enough. There goes the palace, and that's a GG. Wow. Level 17 versus level 19. 10 kills versus 14. It was pretty close. All round, pretty close. And that victory screen is beautiful. Wow. I can dig it. And that's it. That is it for this game. You can tell me how I did, because I had absolutely no idea what was going on. I was just winging it. Man, it looks like so much fun. I can't wait to jump in and play. So you guys can definitely check back here soon for more. Give it a like, share it, subscribe if you haven't already. Most importantly though, happy Heroes of the Storm. Happy hoping the tech alpha starts sooner rather than later. Happy that.